Hey guys, my name is Erin. I'm from the Winnipeg 8cc. I'm an OTS there, and I am making this video just to give you guys a quick run through on how we make our videos, or how you can make videos like we've been making in the easiest, cheapest way possible. Now, this is the second time I've made this video. The first time I tried to make it, I just went through everything very in depth about my whole process, but the fact of the matter is I use software and video editing software and audio editing software that's kind of expensive and that I don't expect everybody to either have access to or even be able to run, really. So yeah, this is kind of a video just to give you an idea on how to do what we do in, again, the simplest, cheapest way possible. So first things first, what are you going to need in order to do something like this? You're going to need a video camera. You're going to need equipment to record the audio, so microphone and etc. We'll get into that equipment later. You're going to need audio recording and editing software. And then you're going to need video editing software as well to actually throw it all together. So for video equipment, you can use your phone camera, iPad camera, or if you're like me and you're into photography a little bit or videography a little bit, I use my Sony A6300 DSLR. So I'll show it to you on this camera. Ooh, there it is right there. And on that note, if you wanted to set up two different video feeds, you can. So just have both cameras going at the same time. So right now I'm shooting this video with two cameras. I'm using my DSLR and I'm using my Samsung S10e to record this video just for a proof of concept to show that you can do two video feeds if you wanted to do that. For audio equipment, I use a Steinberg USB interface, and that's just connects to my microphone, and what that does is it allows the audio to go from the microphone into the interface directly into my audio recording software. Which brings us to the next point. What software do you use? So as you can see right now, I have Audacity running, and that is what I'm recording my audio into at the moment. Audacity is a free, open source, multi-platform program. It's also super lightweight, so anybody could run this. And as you can see right here, it just takes the audio. And finally, for video editing software, I use Adobe Premiere, but it's super expensive, and I don't expect everybody to have access to that. So another thing you can use, and what I downloaded just before this video, is DaVinci Resolve. It is a free program, and it is cross-platform, so if you have a Mac, if you have PC, if you have Linux, you can use it on all three of those programs. And again, it is absolutely free. I'll provide a link in the description, as well as some tutorials that you can take a look at. Okay, so now that you know what you need, we'll get into exactly how we shoot our videos. So as you know, it's three of us recording remotely. How do we get it all to put it together? So what you do is you record the audio. So I already showed you my setup. It's I use a microphone plugged into an audio interface plugged into my computer, recording directly into Audacity. And I'll get Rob to also explain his setup so you can get a look at that. So here's Rob with his setup for his audio recording.
Hi everyone, my name is Rob. I play music with Erin, and here's my recording setup. I record my audio and my video separately. And then Erin mixes all the audio, she edits all the video after the fact. My video side, I use a DSLR camera. On the audio side, I use a Blue Yeti USB microphone. This thing plugs directly into the computer, and then I record using a free piece of software called Audacity. Now the USB microphone, when I'm using it, I put it in stereo mode. I point it at the 12th fret of the guitar, and I keep it about 12 to 18 inches away from the guitar. And this is for acoustic. So when I'm doing this, it kind of reduces the sound of the pick hitting the strings because of the direction it's pointed. And also having it in stereo, I find gives it a really full sound, which is really nice when you're only playing with a few instruments in the mix. The other thing I do when I'm recording, especially because I'm typically the first person to lay down a track, is I always play with a set of headphones in, and I have a metronome going at the same time. So I'm playing to a metronome, which isn't the most fun in the world, but it helps keep everything on time so that when other people are playing along, it's really easy for Erin or Chris to jam along to. I hope that helps, and good luck with your recordings.
Thanks, Rob, for showing us your setup. But yeah, there's multiple ways that you can do it. You can hook it up through an amp or a PA and get that connected to your computer. Honestly, everybody else has a different way, but the idea is to kind of get away from just recording through your phone. If worse comes to worse, I guess you could record through your phone, but quite honestly, the audio quality isn't going to sound good, especially when you start adding in extra instruments. It's going to take a lot on your end just to edit that audio, and unless you're kind of used to editing audio and understanding like sound waves and how things fit together, equalizing all that stuff, it can just be really cumbersome. That's something that I will do sometimes, but again, it's just because I have the time to throw into it, and not everybody has the time for that. Some of you have kids. You don't want to spend 8 hours in front of a computer editing audio. That makes sense. So usually what we'll do is one of us will record our audio first, and then we will record to match that audio file. So for our first 2 songs, we got Rob to record first. So he recorded his guitar that went through the whole song. And then afterwards, Chris recorded his electric guitar over top of that, and then I recorded my voice and sometimes mandolin over top of that. And in that way, we're not trying to match it up with a click track or anything. It's super duper simple. We have the audio file, and then we just record a track directly on top of it. I also forgot to mention this while I was recording this video, but the way that we send all the audio and Audacity files to each other is through a Google Drive that Rob set up. So once Rob has done his recording, he'll throw it into that Google Drive, and then Chris and I will record directly into that Audacity file, similar to how we use Microsoft OneDrive to collaborate on projects at work. Once you have all the audio files, I save them as one audio file, and then I take the video and the audio and I sync it together. So when it comes to syncing up the audio with the video, since it is on separate feeds, what you can do is you can try to find like mouth movements or guitar movements or like that, or one easy way that I get Rob and Chris to do is we'll do a clap sync. So basically what that involves is looking into the camera, having your audio feed and everything going at the same time, and then just doing a clap. And then you'll be able to see on the audio file like where that spike is, and then you'll also be able to see from the video when the hands actually go together. So that's a pretty easy, simple way to get the audio and the video all synced up together. But yeah, from there, what I'll do is I will layer each video track on top of each other so I have it all nice and organized, and from there it's just kind of whatever you want to do with it, however you want to edit it. Like I said, I'll include a link in the description on how to edit using this program, but pretty much all video editing programs are the same thing. After you're happy with whatever your edit is, you save it, you render it as an MP4, and then you upload it to either YouTube or Facebook or whatever it is that you want to upload it to. But yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the description below or in the comments section, since I'll probably upload this to Facebook. But hopefully this helps, and we'll maybe see more of this collaboration in the future. Till then, see you later.